What is up, everybody? It's your boy Zuko Mazi, and I'm coming back with your how to make a racing game track. Because I've been getting a lot of people ask me how to make my Instagram tracks. And just FYI, I did this 2 times already. It's the 3rd time. First time I was talking too damn much, and the second time I didn't explain everything, and I was still talking too much. It was like 30 minutes. So this time we're getting straight to the get-go. Bam! First things first, these are the tools you're going to be needing. You're going to need fence tool, easy roads, you're going to need terrain textures, you're going to need some grass textures. And as well, if you're putting trees in there, you're going to need trees. And in any building pops, you need those as well. I'm leaving a link to everything that I'm using in the description. So if you need to find something, it'll be there. So I got all my props, you get all your props, and let's get started. First things first, we're creating the terrain. So we're going to go ahead and go with terrain, create 3D object, terrain. Bam. We got a terrain in there. Cool. And if it seems like I'm rushing or I'm not going into details on everything, it's because I want this to be nice and simple, showing you exactly what to do, and you can improve upon it in your own ways. So we got the terrain in there, but we go ahead and paint the texture. Edit, add layer. We're using the standard grass textures that they come with Unity standard assets. Cool. We're gonna go ahead and set the height to 5 because that's where I had it at on my car, flatten on. Cool. Now we got this race starter thing right here. I got that in the description as well. This is where it's gonna start the race. So to do the terrain, this is gonna be a simple grassy field, like you're riding some country roads or something. And say you're doing mountains or whatever, that all depends on you. But this is gonna be simple grassy, you know what I mean? Grassy terrain. So raise lower terrains, we're gonna use this tool right here. And I recommend you download terrain tools. If the upgraded has new brushes and some new tools for you to use with terrain, but I'm not gonna use that for this description. Just use this one right here. Take the brush size to about 500, 600. Turn the opacity down and paint hills all around the background of the map. Maybe turn that opacity up to like 10. So yep, just painting hills around because these are gonna be the background of the map, so everything doesn't look so flat. Paint them hills up back over there. Cool. I'm also gonna get rid of the fog for now, so you can see everything that's happening. Now you see I got some hills going. I'm even gonna paint some hills up here so everything doesn't look so flat. Now that I see that, I'm gonna make sure I raise the outer edges more than the inner edges. It's gonna be, like I said, simple as map as you can get it. Now let me go ahead and put the start point in my car at the top, or level with the terrain. We'll make this like the starter point, I guess. You don't want to start uphill, so we'll reverse that. Just turn the car around. Cool. So we got the terrain in there. Next thing I usually do is add my grass. Now we're going to just add some grass. So let me go ahead and do that. Edit, add grass texture. Grass. I usually take the colors off of the grass. Put it at like a point, maybe 5, 0.2, 0.5. 0.2, 0.5. That gives it like a nice short grass texture. Oh my god. 0.5. So it's a nice short grass. It's kind of performance friendly. It's not too dense, not too tall. Looks cool. Now you usually gotta mess with this grass tint over here. For me, I think that blends pretty well. So I'm just gonna leave it exactly how it is. I am gonna turn the bender down a little bit so it doesn't look so like, stretched out. So make sure I turn that bender down to like maybe 2. Turn the size up. Holy shit. Turn the size like right there. And the speed, I usually go all the way up because I like the wind blowing. Grass adds like detail. Cool, grass. Now we're gonna add some trees. Add tree. Raw leaf. Desktop. Now, this is a standard speed tree, so you don't have to worry about billboards, because it's all taken care of by the LODs. So I'm just gonna, you know what I mean, spread them over. Like I said, this is simple for demonstration purposes, but you would take as much detail as you want, much time as you want. Man, we got trees up in there. Next thing you want to do is, once you got your terrain ready, your trees, y'all, you know what I mean, you probably do buildings after your road. So you just probably do trees and your terrain, rocks, all that stuff first. Now we build your road in. So we go to create 3D object, easy road, new network. Yes. Now we go here to start a new road. This thing right here on our easy road network. Put my width to 9 because that's what I feel is the best for single road roads. And you push shift right here. It says shift, just click to add new markers. Shift, then I click. That's the first marker. That's where it started. Now you don't even have to worry about where the trees are at, where the grass is at, or nothing, because the easy roads take care of that for you and deletes all that stuff depending on where your road is. So I'm just gonna make a simple road. Cool. So we say that's simple enough, that's good enough now. You want your rows connect, say you're doing laps or something, or a row like this that connects. You click this one right here, it says close track, closes it up. Now say you want to go back and edit your markers because it's doing stupid stuff like that. You come back in here, you click this tool right here, transform tool, you can just move it around. So I'm gonna move it around and make the roof so the road doesn't do any weird curves like that when you see straight lines. So it's not realistic. Cool, that's better right there. And I'm also gonna fix some of these curves. So you just use your transform tool to move the curves around and edit your track. And say you wanted to insert a marker somewhere, you missed it, push Shift I, bam, insert it. And push Shift R to remove it. Shift R to remove it. Control C to go back. Oh shit. Don't fuck with the control. Dude, I actually don't press Control Z because it seems like that takes too long. I mean, you can, but yeah. I don't know what that was. So Control I to insert them. Just click on them, move them around, and smooth out your rows. That's what I'm doing right now. Smooth them out. Like I said, it's not gonna be perfect because nobody's ever gonna play this game. So I'm not gonna make it so perfect, but I do want it to make it look good. I switched it up a little bit, added a little variation up in there. And I say that's cool enough for my track. Yours, you make it longer, shorter, whatever. So once you're done with your track, you go ahead, this is what I do. I go to my terrain settings, tree parameter, I leave it on 5, but detail parameter, I put that on 0, so that way the grass is right up against the road. It gives it a better look to me. And we're gonna go ahead and, let's see. For some reason, oh, okay, there's grass. So also, before I build my terrains, let me not forget that, you want all your grass everywhere around the map where the terrain will be, because the road will automatically move the grass under it. So it'd be better to just have grass all around it and then just build it, and then to be painting grass all around the sides of your roads. That'll take a lot longer. So I use this Dr. Unity tool, go to auto grass, drag terrain in. This is the texture you want the grass on. This is the grass you're using, and this is the density of the grass. And you just click apply. You see that puts it all over the map for me. And it's one problem with this tool. You just gotta remove it when you build your project. But for some reason, it gives it error when you're building. But I just drag it back in when I'm not building, and whenever I'm building my project, I just take it out. Simple as that. So after that, you got your grass, whatever, all that. Go ahead and push build terrains. Now, as you can see, it builds the terrain. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how that looks, and then I can show you guys how to spice it up even more. So as you see, like 9 kind of works good for the single rows. Maybe you might want to try 10 or 11. Kind of looks a little small. But you see, you're already building your rows, you know what I mean? And it does a good job keeping the grass and then the levels of the terrain, all that. It does all that for you, so you ain't got to really worry about it. Now, another big thing in racing games is the barriers, because you wouldn't want your driver constantly just driving off the map. You would rather have like barriers and stuff that it would crash into instead of it just driving off the map, and then you got to worry about putting it back onto the map and all other types of problems. But as far as if you just use barriers, you ain't got to worry about all that. So with Easy Roads Pro, you do get a fence building tools where you can shift click around the map and build fences just like the roads, but it does come in a free version. Also, I forgot to mention, when you build your terrain, it says you only can build it one time with Easy Roads free, but if you do push Control Z, which I'm gonna try now, and it should go back. Yep, there we go. If you push Control Z, you can go back. So as long as you don't do too much editing in between after you push build, you don't really need the free version, because as you see right here, it says you only can do it once. Switch it back to edit mode is not possible. But yeah, I just did it and I'm back in edit mode. Cool. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, fences. So that was just a little tip to make sure you don't mess up with Easy Roads if you're using the free version. So you can always go back to edit it. You can push Control Z after you test how it looks. So that way you say, oh wait, I didn't like how this thing looks, so maybe I want to add something else in. Control Z, you can go back to edit. And technically you're not supposed to be able to do that on the free version. But I mean, I got the hacks for you. Hacks. So fence tool, I use this it's a tool by Polygon PI, and it's called fence layout. So I'm going up into that little example thing. I'm going to actually build the terrain first. Yes, because I'm cool with how that looks. I'm not even tripping if it is messed up. So maybe you want to do this after or before. I don't know how this actually processed, but check all your rows and make sure it's good before you build the fences. That's what I would do. Now I got this fence prefab. This in the examples folder. Drag that up in there, and this is simple. So all you gotta do is push add point, drag it where you want it, push add point again for the fences. And you can add this all along your game or along your roads or whatever. And another good thing about this is it snaps to the terrain, so you ain't gotta worry about putting it up or down, nothing like that. And if you was hand placing fences one by one, I feel sorry for you, because I used to do that. Well, I tried it before and it ain't no fun. So this is a lot better. You can lose even different types of fences by replacing the prefabs in here, and they got a documentation on that as well, so I ain't gonna go into detail about it. But yeah, you push add points and go around. I just push Control Z, as you see, and it messed up the whole thing. So let me do that again real quick. Add point. I don't know what's up with Control Z today. Sometimes it messes stuff up. You gotta be careful with that in game software. Now let's say you got some buildings. I downloaded this one building just for example purposes. So we got some warehouses up in here. Lastly, that's what I usually do. Add all the detailed props. Say if you're making like one of those true racing games, you would have like actual like billboards and signs and all the little props, I don't know what the hell they call them, cones, all that type of stuff around your map. You go in and place them in little by little. But I think cones, even cones, you can use like a fence tool like this right here. That will work. But buildings and stuff, you probably gonna put them in by yourself. So I just maybe add like a building in right here. And you guys get the idea. I will paint the fences all around. Maybe switch up with different variations of fences. Place some buildings around the map. And then that's pretty much it. So let me show you one thing with this fence tool that you guys really want to at least take note of. So you see if I go to my stats, see these batches and tries are pretty high. So let me show you some performance things that you guys can do to fix it. First, with your terrain, if you go to draw instances, that usually helps out a little bit. Goes to about 770 to 720, which usually helps out with your terrain a lot. I will always check that. And then with this fence tool right here, it does cause a lot of draw costs, so you want some type of mesh maker for that. If I can ever dang find it, man. Fence prefab. So I take that out, you see it's costing like 500 batches right there. So if I push bake meshes, which is I use simple bake mesher or simple mesh maker. You want to remove sources? Yep. And that takes it back down. And you see you got your fences and it's kind of performance friendly. So there you go. For everybody that's been asking me how to make a map, so anybody new that want to know how you can make maps easier with Unity, or at least roads, not even you making race maps, maybe you're just making a regular game that needs roads. It's a helpful tool that you can use. And since while I'm talking and I've seen something about it, oh my god, I gotta work on that too. But I'm not sure if you guys just seen it, so I'm gonna go back to that same spot. So I can drive. Looked like in some areas the terrain was kind of clipping. Not seeing it right now, but I did see it. So if you do have that problem where the terrain is clipping, I used to have this problem a lot. It's a raised road network. You want to raise that. If you push 1, you see that's a lot. So you would probably do like 0.02 or something, 0.3, and that'll stop it from clipping most areas. And then that's pretty much it. So, you know what I mean? You paint your grass in, you do terrain first, go out trees and grass, get your vegetation right. Then you usually do your roads and add all the fine details with the fences and buildings and props in lastly. That's the best way I found with making race maps. And I'm going to be showing more videos in my racing game soon. As you can see, it's going to be a lot better than this and a lot more detailed. And I'm going to be posting videos, updates on that. I'm making a short racing game. It's going to be open world, kind of like Forza. And I haven't found out all the details about it yet, but I know it's going to be the first game that I want it to be the first game I have released on Steam. And I know I don't want to take more than 2 to 3 months to make it. So hopefully by February, March, I should be able to be releasing the game on Steam. And it'll be my first one. So guys, be looking out for that. I'll be showing you exactly how I did it after the game is released. I'll be showing you guys exactly how to make an open world map and all that. And even, going into the project and showing you how I did some things. So stay looking out for that. And also stay looking out for my RPG game, Shito. Don't worry, it's still in the mix. The thing is, for RPG games, it's the pinnacle of gaming. Like, there's so much to worry about. Like, you gotta worry about the NPCs, the voices, the animations of each NPC. Say you got a certain faction, you want a little variation within the faction. They can't all wear the same armor. They can't all look the same. They can't have all the same headgear. I mean, you can, but the RPG I'm making, I want it to be diverse. I want it to be good. So it's gonna take some time, but stay looking out for it. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop that like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.